Good evening, this is Local the Nub. We are about to run into a chaotic firestorm filament, and I'm going to explain the three rooms. Afterwards, I'll break them up so you'll have the full run, or you'll have one of the three rooms if you're looking for a specific room. But I'll explain what I'm doing as I go. I'm triple boxing Nergals. The fits will be in Eve workbench below, and why wait, let's go in. I like using Pyro, because there's no real reason not to. It gives you extra damage, so you lose less ammo, and the ammo for these things is pretty expensive, and the more runs you get in, the more loot you get. So, off we go. This one's fitted with a assault damage control. It is my tank Nergal. It is there because it goes in first. It gets all of the aggro first. First room is Tesla. So this is an easy room. This is a bunch of frigates that just love to die. Ideally, if you can get near one of the deviant gates here, then that's a good thing, especially if it's on the way like this one. So we're definitely going to take advantage of that. And this room is going to go fantastically quick. They're SparkLance. They are not hitting my resistance hole, which would be kinetic. While kinetic is a bit of a resistance hole, it's not big, but at the same time, it's still noticeable, especially against a lot of DPS. You don't really care about anything that's not a SparkLance, or a Lance, rather. You just care about the ones that will do damage to you, because after that, they just die pretty quick. They will switch targets, but again, it's not really a big deal as long as they die. They're not doing any damage to me. They'll just putter out pretty quick. This is one of the fastest, easiest rooms you can get. Okay, we're at the transfer conduit. You really want to be at the transfer conduit when you're almost done the room. It saves time getting into the next room, and the less time you use, the quicker you get them done, the more risk you make. And less chance of you dying because you're a scrub and you run out of time. Okay, this will stop here. Into the second one. Second one is Charybdis, who we've also liked to nickname Karen, and is probably one of the most likely things to kill you in here. So, we have an ADC almost entirely because of this one. Charybdis is a good spot right now. We have Transversal going towards the cache. We do have one Entangler in here. One Entangler is fine. And we're not really in any blue clouds, so we're not in any huge amount of danger. We're going to definitely take care of that first. My drones are going to take a little bit of damage as I fly here. These two are... my other two characters are just shooting whatever. As long as that Entangler dies, we're fine. We do want to watch what the Charybdis is shooting. And make sure that she's either... well, ideally she's on this guy, because this guy has an ADC. But if she does switch, we want to be able to switch and keep damage... or keep armor wraps on whoever might be shot at. So, Charybdis has switched, 93 million in that one. Can't grab it all, this character will grab the rest. And Charybdis has switched to my left-hand alt. I run 3 monitors. So, one's left, one's mid, one's right. So, that would be Locavol, who is now going to get a few more reps while we finish up these little dudes. So all that's left now are Null Warp. The ones you have to worry about are the newts and the webs. But they're both dead, so entanglers and neutralizers. However, they're dead. We don't have to worry about them anymore. So we are working our way towards Charybdis, aka Karen. We're going to orbit it 2500, but you don't want to go in straight. You want to kind of curve around like I have. And then the rest of this is just going to be sped up because it's really going to be simple at this point. Just kill everything. Oh, but switch to occult when you go for Charybdis there. And this last room is a BlastLance room. So we do have a short range deviant here, but it's not in the direction I would want it in. I'd want it in this direction. We should be able to fly this way. Just don't go straight at them. If you go straight at them, it will hurt. Here, I'll show you. Don't do this at home. Yeah, pretty well. However, I do have that ADC, and the whole point of it is so that if I do end up making a mistake, it saves my ass. Because typically at the point where they switch targets, it's not really an issue anymore. So you can see that armor was going down a little bit. This isn't a great example for the simple fact that BlastLance, again, is not the one that I'm weaker against. If it was StrikeLance, I'd be in more trouble. And they switch targets pretty quickly, it looks like. Okay, this one has another 60 million that my alt is going to pick up. And I will show you the run as well on a website that I will link below. Also good to hear my daughter, Freya, talking to herself in the background. She's cute and adorable, I assure you. Okay, so we get these guys dead. Then I'll go spend entirely too much time editing and putting this video up into 4 separate videos and show you everything that I have there. I'm so glad that my please don't do this at home turned out to be, yeah, by the way, this didn't even really matter, and I just destroyed them all. Okay. So let's grab that, and that, and that. Okay. Since we're dying, nope, please don't shoot myself. As will happen sometimes when you're controlling 3 characters in here. And there's the origin. The time on this is 10 minutes and 40 seconds. We'll say 10:45. And the last thing I have to do is just show loot. Will also be in a link. I have a character, picks up all of my loot for me. So we had that, and that going in. Oh, and the Firestorms. Jettison that. 108 there. And you had those. Throw that over there. For a run of 207 million in 10 minutes and, 10 minutes and 40 seconds? 10 minutes and 40 seconds. I hope you enjoyed my video. I will go and tear this apart and throw it up for you guys. Have a great evening.